U.S. Steel, an icon of American power, will no longer be American.
The 122-year-old company is being acquired by the Japanese rival for more than $14 billion.
Under Biden, gone are the days of seeing made in America on your products. Get used to more made in China, made anywhere, everywhere, but here?
Not made in America. Here now, entrepreneur and Army combat veteran Colin Wayne. Colin, good to see you. Thanks for joining us on The Bottom Line. So just first off, I want to get your take. Do you think this is a bad idea to let this sale go through? Should U.S. officials, should the U.S. government stop this sale? What's your take?
Oh, absolutely. I think that there's a number of concerning issues. One is putting America first. What's at the best interest of America? And that's bringing jobs and stability to Americans. You know, you look at what's taken place with the union. The union president, David McCall, president of the largest union for steel, over 1.2 million members, and he wasn't even notified, which is in violation of their partnership to begin with. So there are drastic concerns and just unknowns. You know, nearly 1,000 or more laid off just in one specific area. So this is extremely concerning, and I do think that it's just a wake-up call. Right before this segment, you talked about the oil. I didn't know you were going to speak to that, but it just goes to show like 1 in 5 barrels could be being forced to be purchased offshore. But we should be building in America, just like President Trump was trying to do. Made in America week, I was there in the proclamation when he signed that and tried to enforce 25% still tariffs in for domestic or importing. And so the total opposite is taking place, and it is very concerning.
And if you look at what the Biden Green Crusade has done to the U.S. automakers, they've sucked up all the money that came out of that Green New Deal, the Inflation Reduction Act, but the mandate that not only we drive electric vehicles, but these automakers make these things. This is leading them and will lead them down the path to another bankruptcy and another bailout by the American taxpayer, Colin.
Absolutely. And you look at who is actually backed and funded by this. If you look at just U.S. Steel in particular, the largest shareholders are BlackRock and Vanguard. And so, you know, you really go to question, just back in August, U.S. Steel had numerous offers above market rate where they could have taken it, but instead they hold off so that they can take even more money through someone like this Japanese acquisition. And there's just so many unknowns. And what's taken place so far, I think, is just it's crippling. You know, manufacturing is the backbone of this nation. Coming from the steel industry as a company that I founded, it's alarming. You know, we saw over the past 3 years since Biden took office, a 400+% increase in mild cold rolled temper pass steel, which has never in the history of America taken place. So it's more alarming of unknowns, and then also job security in general, because it's a ripple effect. That impact also hits so many other jobs that are relying on this one in particular. So it's a concern both for our national security as well as the economic security and foreign interest in this particular deal.
Colin Wayne, thank you so much. Great to see you.
Thank you for your service.